I am with the leading runners for Chrisland and College Ijeoma, and let's get to meet them right now.
My name is Odetunde Walid.
My name is Yosola Oye.
I'm Adekunle Isaac.
Okay, Adekunle Isaac. Okay, let's first start with Mr. Isaac. Um, Normally, when it comes to sports, every school will say, soccer, 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 soccer. Surprisingly, I see you people are doing well in athletics. Why? What's happening? Are things changing now in the college system?
Normally, we are known for soccer, but we have to digress. We now take part in all sports. Now we are in athletics. We are at the Lagos State at 50, and God helping us, we are at the finals in all the events: 4 by 100 meters boys and girls, 4 by 200 meters boys and girls, and 4 by 400 meters boys and girls. We are at the finals, the best 8 in Lagos. So very soon you'll see us on track, and we'll do the school proud and Lagos State.
Just yesterday, I was watching a program on television called The Sports Parliament, and we had Mary Onyale on television, and she was really talking about days when she was a junior athlete before she went on to represent Nigeria. Let's start from that angle. Are you really looking forward to a career in athletics?
Yeah, if the opportunity comes, I would gladly take it because I'm definitely looking to pursue Olympiad.
Oh, you're already talking about looking forward to going to the Olympics. And sometimes you see when we talk to many of these young athletes, they really are just participating in even not young sportsmen or athletes, but sportsmen. They're just involved in it for the sake of it. But when you are now talking of the Junior Olympiad, it shows there's a focus. There's something you are aiming at. Share your dream with us.
I just really have passion for sporting activities, and that's one of the major influences that helps me pursue a career in athletics. And I think if others also had this passion for these sports and for everything that they would love to do in the future, I think many junior Olympians would love to pursue career in athletics.
I see your school, Chrisland, they are pioneers in a lot of things, and I can bear testimony that you pioneered chess, especially when it came to chess in schools. Are you also looking at really pioneering? Do you think you will support a move by your school to really pioneer a more structural development for athletics for all the colleges within Chrisland, and using that as a prototype for other schools to imitate, maybe in Lagos or even nationwide?
Yeah, I would love to pioneer my school. It would be a fantastic opportunity because Chrisland really helped in diversifying their sporting activities. I would love to do that for Chrisland.
We'd love to do that for Chrisland. Okay, let's just cross it over to, normally we're supposed to have started with her, say ladies first. But it's ladies first after men. So now, okay, how are you now? As a female athlete, what is your dream, first of all, before we start talking about your time?
My dream is to inspire other women, because most women don't really believe in themselves in doing sports and activities. So just to inspire people to believe in themselves that they can do it.
Yeah, you used the word that was really what I was looking for. Most of the time when you talk of sports, women want to take a back seat. And in science, women want to take a back seat. Now, are you telling us that you want to lead the move to make women or ladies or girls really look at sport from something more serious?
Yes, I would like to take the lead for that.
Okay, let's talk about this event. I think it's called the Lagos Relay Athletic Meet or something like that. What's your opinion about it, sincerely?
I feel like it's a good program for the schools in Lagos. I feel like it will push sports forward in the state.
Before I came here, is he a mother-in-law or something like that? She's about 70-something. And I said I was going to the National Stadium to cover sports. And she said in 1965 or thereabout, she was at the Surrey National Stadium, a little girl. running in an inter-schools event. Will you like the Lagos State government to continue this kind of event where we'll have more and more and more inter-schools events?
Yes, I would like the government to continue this program so more schools can join in to make it better and to progress more.
Sports brings a lot of opportunity. Which of them are you really looking forward to?
Um, I would like to go to the Olympics maybe to make it. I'll try.
Okay, there's something that is always unique. If you go outside the country, if you go to America, and normally when you want to talk to any school, if you want admission into any school, the first thing they tell you is about the achievement in sports. Then after that, they start talking of we have so A's in SAT and everything. Somehow in Nigeria it's the reverse. A school will say, oh, first we have 10 A's in GC and all of that. Now we are having situation where through sports, children really get opportunity to go to American school, top American universities, really select athletes from all over the world. Will you one day dream, or will you like to be offered that kind of opportunity?
Yes, I would like to be offered that type of opportunity. It's a big opportunity, especially getting like scholarships into schools through sports. Something that you enjoy.
Okay. Thank you then. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Dekule. The good thing about it is globally sports is now business. And for you to take advantage of the business angle of sports, you must invest in grassroots sports. And for you to invest in grassroots sports, you must invest in college or school sports. And is that what your school is just doing?
Of course. You discover now that recently we just built our ultra-modern stadium where we have these facilities on ground, like a tartan track. We have other facilities like basketball, football pitches, not even one. So invariably, that's what we are looking at, because right now in Nigeria, school sports is dying. I was opportune to meet some of the sports officials today. That national sports, the last time it was held in Lagos was about 4 years ago, 2012. And we need to develop our sports. Today, we are failing. This recent last soccer championship, under 16, under 20, Nigeria didn't feature. Why? The grassroots sport is coming down. So we need to start from somewhere. So Chrisland is trying to bring this up. That's why we have different facilities on ground, and we are developing our students. And wow, that's why when people came out today, now what are we doing that Chrisland is the only school now in the finals of all the events? I said, well, kudos to God, but I still have to talk about the chairman of the school, High Chief Dr. Mrs. Awuchika. Then we talk about our MD, talk about admin director. They are in sports and they are supporting us. Today, she has called the students, she has called us, backing us up, praying for us that we'll do well, and putting everything on ground. See the students. So I believe with this grassroots, the children, you can listen to them. They said in future, they want to be Olympians. And that is the only way, by starting at this level. And Chrisland is putting everything, not only academics. You know, in chess, we are there. In cricket, in all sports. So in athletics, we are here today and we are doing well. Hopefully, I pray for them that as we have started well, we'll bring them up to that standard where they represent the state, Nigeria, and throughout the world, they will be known. That's what we are.
You people have invested so much in infrastructure. Is Chrisland School looking at a way or a future event where Chrisland will organize their own inter-schools sporting event with all of that infrastructure? Because if you don't have inter-school sporting events, all of that infrastructure becomes like,
of course,
underused.
Of course, recently, during the first time of this year, we did what we call secondary schools athletics competition, where the tartan track was used. 12 schools were in attendance. Then we hosted them, and no registration. The Chrisland foot the bills, and were able to do well. Then at the second time, we invited the primary schools, and they came. 10 schools came. So doing that, we started from somewhere. This is another opportunity. By next week, Saturday on the 20th, we'll be hosting secondary schools and primary schools. We call it Soccer Fiesta. That will be in soccer. People, schools from all over Lagos State will be around to trade tackles in soccer. Then upper week also, we have other events like swimming that schools will come because we have all the facilities, swimming, mention it. So that's what we are trying to do. The organization is trying to move sports, not only one side of sport like athletics, but every sport is being touched, including board games that we'll discuss about. So we are doing that.
Chrisland is becoming a trailblazer as usual.
Of course, that's what we are trying to do. And that's why today we are saying Chrisland and other schools, because what we are having, I discussed with one of the sports officers here today. He said what we have in Chrisland can only be compared with what we have in the National Stadium. That no school, mention it, that is having a standard 400 meters track. No school in Lagos that is doing that. And if we can do that, and most times we invite people to come and take tackles, to come and train, to come for competition in order to help the youth, the grassroots. Now, not only that, we try to teach that doping or using overage players is not good enough. Because what we have now is this. When we have under 16, we have people like under 20 taking part. We don't want that. And that is why we try to develop this use. How old are you? 15. If we look at 15, 16, that is what we want. Not 21 believing that he or she is 16. That is what we are trying to bring out. And Chrisland is the forerunner.
Our guest today is a distinguished educator, best described as an educator par excellence. You get to meet her very soon because you get to understand why we call her an educator par excellence. She is the principal of a school. And at the time like this, when most schools do not take sports as very, very important, here you get a principal who understands what true education is. And she is the principal of Chrisland College, Ijeoma. You get to meet Mrs. Maduabuchi David Mark Ijeoma. It's nice getting to talk to you, madam.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Straight to the substance of today's dialogue. Sports in education. Is there a connection?
Good day, viewers. I want to say yes, great connection. In Chrisland schools, we believe in all-round education. We believe in total child. Developing a child or raising a total child, you need academics, you need sports, you need an all-rounder. You need a child that is morally upright, a child that is well behaved. So when we talk about sports and education, you cannot separate them. They go hand in hand because a healthy child is the only one that will be able to be in the classroom. And for you to be healthy, you need sports. You need to be agile. You need to, for you to even be balanced in the classroom, you need to exercise your body. And just like reading is like an exercise to the brain, so also exercise is very good for the body. So the body and the brain must work together. So for sports, we take it very seriously in Chrisland College, Ijeoma. If you look at our facilities, you will be wondering, is it a sports academy? Not quite, but somehow. We believe in having education, reading and writing, being balanced upstairs, and at the same time being articulate. Somebody who does sports is a very disciplined person because it trains you in so many ways. If you're a sport person, you'll be able to get up as early as you want to get up by 2 o'clock, your body will be conditioned to get up by 2 a.m. and study because you have been on all these exercises. So mentally, bodily exercise, they all work together for you to be a total child or for you to be an all-rounder. Yes, in Nigeria, we're beginning to realize that. But for Chrisland, it's something that we have always known ever since that we need it. If you go out to study abroad, they will ask you, what do you have to offer? It's not all about academics. So many people are intellectually balanced. But what about physically balanced? So based on that, we incorporate both academics into sports and sports into academics. So for Chrisland College, sports is as good as academics in our system. So we believe strongly in sports. Then look at the field. We have various places. Our children, the way they study is the way they play. We always encourage them to study hard and play hard, so they believe in both, and we believe in moral standards. Now we have an academy, even in this place, being organized by Dudu Mayana. Every holiday, they come around and they train children. They bring out their skills. We have Falila Togunkoya working with us too, as per athletes. So many things are being done in the system, and we believe in using the professionals. We believe in using legends to work with us.
That's an important question I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
We've talked about Peter Rufai, Dudu
Mayana.
We've talked about Falila Togunkoya.
Yeah.
She's also with you. Most of the time, most schools, when they talk about sports, they rather talk about, oh, we have a PE teacher. How do you balance it? Is it that you have a robust coaching program where you bring in proper coaches to come into your school to coach the children, or do you still, like what every other school does, do they use the PE teacher to teach all sports available?
Well, we do what other people do, and in addition to extra, in the sense that we have our health and physical educators, we have external coaches, we have special coach for basketball, for volleyball, for soccer, we have for athletics. Those are external people that we use. These are special coaches that we use. Then when we come to teaching us skills, goalkeeping, what you need to know about track events, we use those legends like Falilat Ogunkoya.
So you have a mentorship program?
We have mentorship program. For example, we had a program in April strictly for Chrislanders and Chrislanders to be. They were all here. Dudu Mayana was here. Ogunkoya was here. Falila Ogunkoya was here, teaching them both track skills. I remember Falila Ogunkoya telling them, there will be a time you will be flying. Your two legs will be up. And we thought it was, how could that be? And the children demonstrated it, and it worked.
They say sports is business. Sports globally has become such a big business. And for you to be able to derive the benefits of sports, you must have invested in, done some investment in the past in the grassroots, grooming the children at the grassroots level up to the point where the children can go abroad if necessary, like how Ogunkoya did. Is that also part and parcel of what you are offering today?
Yes, that is where we are aiming at. Most of our children are abroad. You see them, they keep getting their clips for us to see. They excel in sports. They excel in academics. Then bringing people like Falela Ogunkoya, Dudu Mayana, we want to go into the scholarship scheme too, that the children can go out there because they can play, they are good soccer players, they are good athletes, they can, because if you go out there, what they ask you, what do you have to offer? So we want them not just to offer academics. This is something that we carefully planned. This is the way to go, to make sure that these children they are well equipped, and they can stand any challenge in the world. Yes, sports is the way to go. People don't just believe in you staying in class, you can read and write. It's not just basically what education is all about now. So we have known that, and based on that, we want to ensure that our children, if they ask for scholarship anywhere in the world, they have something to offer. We have university though, but they are free to school anywhere they want to school. We are proud hearing that our children are doing it, both in sports, academics. Many of them are in dean or president's roll honor. So it's something that we have planned and strategized, and we know where we are heading to.
How often do you have competitive events? Most of the time, there's something that is always unique. When a school says, oh, we are involved in sports, the meaning of you are involved in sports is inter-house sports.
Oh.
But what's the program like, especially when it comes to creating the total child? Is it only inter-house sports and that as well? Are there other things?
Thank you very much. We have our programs in so many areas. We have represented Lagos State in so many ways. I remember when they did, there was one of their programs they did about 2 years ago. It was our school that represented them, both in Scrabble, in what else? Sports. We were there till we got to the semi-finals in this their 50th anniversary. Even now we are still on track with the debates we are having with Lagos State. I think we're in the second position. So for anything sports, both we do annual inter-house sports. We go to every, virtually all the invitations. People invite us. So we honor invitations, and we come with laurels.
Let us go into education generally. Okay. In Lagos, when you're a principal of a school in Lagos State, can you do a general appraisal of the standard of school sports in Lagos State? Because I believe you should have a wider opinion than any average person. What's the state of school sports in Lagos State, in your opinion?
Well, I will say that people are moving according to their pace and according to the facilities they have in place and according to their understanding. It depends on what their vision is all about. Like ours is to raise a total child and to add to humanities.
When it comes to sport, most of the time, generally, girls generally do not want to get involved in sports. You are the principal of a mixed school. What has been your experience in your school, and how can the government use that experience as valuable, as something valuable to address that challenge that we are currently witnessing?
You see, everybody has, this is a mixed school. It's called educational school. We don't have that problem in our system because both our students, every one of them, they do the same sports. They're here to compete. Bringing them together is to expose them to life, to tell them that this person is a boy does not make that person any special person, but that God has decided to create that we must have two opposite sexes. And that is why there is a boy and there is a girl. They have virtually the same ability. So they do the same swimming. Can I even say the girls are better? They are all together, they are at par. So I can't say the boys are doing better than our girls. Our girls are as zealous as the boys. And the boys, they pull one another. You see them now, the boys are playing, the girls are here. They are cheering them up. They know the skills of that soccer game too. So put them on the field. The boys are there. So that is why we bring both male and female as pace setters for them too.
Finally, madam,
okay,
corporate involvement. So much effort is being put in to encourage corporate bodies to support school sports, to come into, because I know you people do quite a number of events. What has your experience been, and what advice do you have for corporate bodies, especially those
who do not consider school sports as a viable platform for either marketing, advertising, and so on?
Well, in the past, they were giving assistance, people like Milo, they will get drinks for the children to have something. And some of them, if you approach them now, because of the recession, economic recession, they shy away. But some of them still believe in it. That if you ask them, even if they were giving you maybe, they were giving like 1,000 people, they will say, okay, we're going to give 500. I think what has really deterred some of them is because of the economic recession. But I want to advise them, you use money to get money. And anything that involves children, I think there's no amount that is too much. I will encourage corporate bodies to invest in school, to collaborate with schools, most especially people that have things that teenagers like or children like. Because you may be thinking you're trying to save money, you are trying to conserve because of economic recession. One advert coming to a school like Chrisland College can catapult you to beyond your imagination. So it's an encouragement. I want to encourage every one of them to see sports as a place or as a marketing strategy for them and come on board and decide to spend at least 1-2 million just as part of their market strategy to ensure that if they spend 1 million, they will feel it's a waste. But within 2 years, they may be making billions simply because children, let's assume about 1,000 students in a school, got to know that, oh, this product is good. Then you can imagine when about, let's say, 600 homes are now glued to that product simply because they came to give them promo products in the school when they were having inter-house sports or encourage them. So I think people should learn to give, most especially when it involves children. So that's what I want to advise them, that corporate bodies should please come on board. Let's have collaboration, work with the school, and see how far you will go in your businesses.
It's nice talking to you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, and that was Mrs. Maduabuchi David, Ijeoma, the principal of Chrisland College, Ijeoma. Hope you had a lot of information. I know she spoke so much about Chrisland, but beyond that, she was sharing information of those things that every school needs to do to create or develop the total child. And that is what we do on KJY.
I know you would have loved to be top, but that's very good. Because one time today, I did have 15 in the morning. Lagos State competition. The state competition where I had to thank him a lot because it's a father to me. He's a father to me on this track and he's done a lot to me. Alright, finally before I let you go, are you here for real or maybe you might decide to athletics in the future? Well, the truth is,